Everything within you is screaming, no, this just cannot be happening. Imagine this. Your business is laying there on the ground. She is wounded, lost, and in pain. You immediately fall to your knees beside her and desperately start giving her CPR. You're thinking to yourself, I love you. Please, you can't just die this way. Please, baby, stay with me. You try applying more pressure to the area where the money's gushing out, but it just won't stop. It looks like it's hopeless. Your dying business looks up at you. On the sideline, you're aware of your family and how their prosperity and well-being could die right alongside of her. Baby, I'm so very, very sorry, you say. Your hot tears mingling with the freezing rain that is streaming down your face as you hold your business in your arms. I did everything I could to help you. I promise I did. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on so many courses. I hired all the experts, invested in so many cannot fail packages for you. I just don't understand where it all went wrong. Suddenly she's drifting into unconsciousness right before your eyes, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Your heart is beating like a drum as gut-wrenching panic rises up inside you. How will you make it without her? She's your life. All of your plans and hopes and dreams are bound up in her. Suddenly you're aware that the ambulance has arrived. 2 paramedics are flying out of the back, and one of them is holding a life-saving defibrillator machine in his hands. You notice the words, "Building trust in business," emblazoned onto the side of the machine. The paramedic is speaking to you. There's an urgency in his voice. How long has she been like this? Have you given her anything to stop the pain? She's been going downhill for months, and today she just fell over in the street, and I've tried everything, but nothing seems to be working, you reply. The paramedics examine her, and they look back at you with pity and obvious heartfelt concern. Please help her, she's my life. Please, I just don't know what I'll do without her. I know what her problem is. It's the trust levels, he says. But she's wonderful. She's totally 100% trustworthy. And besides, I've been doing absolutely everything I've been told to. It just doesn't make sense. The rules have changed. Everything has changed. Trust is now the new currency. And without it, she's dead in the water, mate. I've no doubt you're telling me the truth. But do the people who know her really understand that about her? You see, her species need trust to survive, just like we humans need oxygen to breathe. He quickly patches up the gaping wounds in her side, boots up the defibrillator machine and yells, "Clear!" Suddenly she chokes back into life. She opens her eyes and looks at you, and you realize just how much she means to you and how deeply you love her. Is everything going to be okay? Is she going to be okay now? You ask the paramedic. Suddenly and unexpectedly, your business increases and starts to attract new leads. You'll need to pay her a lot more attention in the coming weeks because she's not out of the woods yet, I'm afraid. Of course, I'll do anything, absolutely anything, just so long as she'll recover. The paramedic hands you a piece of paper. If you'll just make sure to follow these simple instructions, she's going to be fine. You're still crying, but this time it is tears of gratitude. You look down at the piece of paper in your hand, and through the tears you see that it says, "Free report, who people trust and why. Building trust in business.com. As you pick her up to carry her home, she rests her head on your shoulder. Suddenly you smell her hair. It always reminds you of flowers in the springtime. Am I going to be okay now? You look into her eyes and realize a miracle has taken place, and what a wonderful, happy, hope-filled future you're both going to have together. Yes, baby, everything's going to be okay now, I promise you. No one's ever going to doubt you again. I'll bet you're just dying to find out what happened next, right? Well, remember the piece of paper from the paramedic? Why don't you go and do what it says? Because there's a free report, who people trust and why they trust them, and it's waiting for you at buildingtrustinbusiness.com.